What happens when a failed reality star disappears for 3 years only to resurface as the most powerful voice in the world? Matty Juniosa didn't just return to the stage, he hijacked the entire system. From cleaning plates in Glasgow to signing a lead role at the London Palladium, this is the final masterclass in the 2026 Juniosa era. The explosion of the Matty Juniosa phenomenon in 2026. The year 2026 will forever be remembered as the turning point where the rules of the international television industry were shattered by one name, Matty Juniosa. Headlines across the UK are no longer obsessed with politics, but with the man who created the craziest statistical anomaly in talent show history. After leaving Simon Cowell defenseless with Purple Rain and earning an instant golden buzzer, the narrative was supposed to follow a predictable path. However, Matty flipped the script with a technically perfect performance of Dream On, forcing Amanda Holden to do the unthinkable. She hit the gold again, creating the first double golden buzzer moment in the history of this global franchise. This is no longer just about a great singer, it is about the birth of a global brand that has successfully bypassed the conventional gatekeepers of the music industry. Matty has transformed from a contestant into a force of nature that cannot be stopped by anyone in 2026. The mystery of the missing years in Scotland.
Behind the designer suits and flawless high notes lies a harsh reality regarding Matty's journey that was far from luxurious before this explosion of fame. Deep investigations reveal that during his missing years in Scotland since 2022, Matty was not living like a rising star adored by the world. Instead, he operated in total anonymity within the service industry, spending cold nights as a part-time waiter in a remote Glasgow cafe. While he studied the intricacies of vocal performance at the Royal Conservatoire by day, he spent his nights clearing plates and serving customers who had absolutely no idea the man in front of them possessed world-class talent. It is a classic story of a struggling artist, but with a modern twist where Matty strategically rebuilt his entire identity from scratch. He intentionally stayed away from the spotlight to hone a voice that experts now claim is among the top 1% on the planet. Mental toughness behind the restaurant tray. Those difficult times in Glasgow were marked by extreme financial pressure and the internal isolation of being thousands of miles away from his support system in the Philippines. There were dark moments where his dreams seemed nearly extinguished as the weight of daily survival began to rival his personal ambitions. However, it was during those grueling shifts in Glasgow that Matty built the mental toughness required to stand before millions without a hint of fear.
He wasn't just waiting for an opportunity, he was tempering his soul so he wouldn't break when the pressure of live television began to hit from all directions. Every dish he washed and every table he cleared was part of a patience exercise, waiting for the exact moment to strike back at an industry that once ignored him. His experience as a nobody in Britain gave him an invaluable perspective, making him a performer who not only has perfect technique, but also a thick skin to handle the cruelty of instant popularity. The escape from the homeland's music industry. The big question that has always loomed is, why did a talent as massive as Matty feel the need to flee his own country and start a new life where his name meant nothing? The answer lies in a controversial chapter of Idol Philippines, a part of his life he nearly left behind forever due to deep disappointment. In the eyes of the Filipino public, Matty was a vocal giant destined to wear the crown, yet the final voting results placed him in a very unfair position. That defeat was not just an ordinary failure, it was the catalyst for Matty to perform a total and radical career pivot. He realized early on that his grand theatrical voice might never fit into the very limited standards of a local pop idol. Rather than being a forced industry product, he chose to disappear entirely from the Philippine entertainment circuit, sparking widespread speculation among his original fans that he had given up or been crushed by ruthless industry politics. The genius global rebranding strategy. However, as we witness in 2026, Matty was not giving up. He was undergoing a massive rebranding with a very clever and measured strategy. He took every lesson from his early failure and used it as fuel for a much more ambitious global strategy. Matty understood that to be appreciated as a true vocal powerhouse, he needed a different stage and an audience with a broader perspective. This high-stakes gamble, leaving everything behind to be a nobody in the UK, was perhaps the most daring and dangerous move of his entire professional career. It was a high-level bet on himself that has now paid off in ways his past critics never imagined. Matty proved that sometimes you must disappear to be found again, and you must become small to grow into something much larger than anyone in your past could have ever envisioned. Elite contract, heading to the peak of London's West End. Matty's success in the talent search has now brought him into the elite ranks of the world's exclusive professional theater. While other reality stars are still busy fighting for seconds of social media relevance, Matty Juniosa has just signed a contract that changes the trajectory of his career permanently.
On May 1, 2026, it was officially confirmed that Matty secured a lead role in one of the most iconic productions in musical theater history. He will join the cast of Jesus Christ Superstar at the legendary London Palladium, taking on the vocally challenging role of Annis. This is not just a guest appearance or a cheap marketing stunt, but a full induction into the highly respected West End elite. The London Palladium is the Mount Everest for any theater actor, and landing a role like Annis is authentic proof of professional recognition for Matty's incredibly precise vocal abilities. This news effectively silences skeptics who argued he was just an ordinary TV singer without artistic depth. Digital predator threats at the peak of fame. However, with success coming at lightning speed, Matty is now forced to navigate a series of new challenges emerging almost simultaneously. The transition from a waiter in Glasgow to a West End lead in London created a vacuum that irresponsible parties seek to exploit. Our investigation found sophisticated digital threats, forcing Matty to take legal and public action to protect his name and future career. Becoming the most searched name in the country overnight attracts not only sincere fans, but also predators looking to harvest his identity for financial gain. Behind the glitz of his victory, a highly organized impersonation scandal is unfolding in the shadows of a wild digital world.
The emergence of various fake social media accounts with tens of thousands of followers using the Matty J brand has created immense unrest among his unsuspecting loyal supporters. The impersonation scandal and the star's mental burden. Recent reports identified several coordinated imposter accounts reaching out to Matty's supporters with mysterious messages and highly suspicious financial requests. This is the tax for global fame in the digital age, where one's identity can be stolen and misused in an instant. Matty was forced to issue an emergency public warning urging his millions of followers to verify any communication they receive, as these fake accounts continue to multiply. This situation has added a heavy layer of stress to a month that should have been the happiest moment of his life. Beyond the fake accounts, there is also the constant pressure of public scrutiny, where every move, fashion choice, and past relationship is microscopically analyzed by millions. The inspiring cafe waiter narrative also made him a target for those wanting to expose any part of his life that doesn't fit the perfect underdog story. A masterclass in persistence and reinvention. Despite the distractions and digital threats, Matty remains focused on the one thing that brought him this far: pure music from his soul. As we approach the final days of May 2026, the world waits with bated breath to see if he can pull off the ultimate hat trick of his career. We are now less than a month away from the conclusion of a journey that has redefined what is possible for a solo artist in the modern era. Regardless of whether he lifts the trophy, Matty Juniosa has already won the long game of his life. He has successfully transformed from a contestant to a professional West End actor, a feat rarely achieved with such speed in performance history. His story serves as a masterclass in persistence and brilliant strategic reinvention. He didn't wait for an opportunity. He moved across the world, worked manual labor to survive, and waited for the exact right moment to unleash his strike. The beginning of the Juniosa era in the global industry. Our final assessment of Matty's dominance in 2026 suggests we are actually only at the beginning of a very long Juniosa era.
With a West End run starting in June and global recording contracts reportedly on the table, the waiter from Manila is on track to become one of the most influential vocalists of the decade. The mystery of what happened to him all this time has been solved with an elegant answer. He grew up, he leveled up, and he conquered a system that once told him he wasn't good enough. As he prepares to take the stage for the last time this season, the eyes of two nations, the Philippines and the United Kingdom, are locked on him with high hopes. It is a reminder that true talent can only be suppressed for a while before it finally finds its way to the golden light of victory.
The only question left is, what will he do now that he has the undivided attention of the entire world? One thing is certain, the world will be listening to every note he hits.